Well, my next guest is taking the term read my lips to the next level. Lipsology is the art of reading lip prints, and I'm apparently about to have mine read. Joining me now is Lipsologist Deni Luna. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me here.
Oh my gosh, this is so exciting. I feel like I'm going to be so into this. So for someone that's never heard of the art of this, how do you begin to describe it?
Well, we say it's the art and the science.
Oh.
So I've read for like a lot of tech companies, etc. And this one, I'll tell you locally, they only hire Harvard grads, top 1% of those Harvard grads. And the HR person came to me after a party and they said, these scientists cannot believe how drop dead accurate this is. They can't stop talking about it. So it's astoundingly accurate.
Oh my gosh. Okay, and I, put on a little lipstick and gave you something, so you're going to read mine, and then also another coworker, I believe. So
yes.
This first one, the lighter one, is me. What are you seeing? And then this is,
was
this Derek?
Yes, this is Derek. Thank you, Derek, for being brave, kissing the paper.
Yes.
It's fun. All right, so I want to just say it's a pleasure to read these because you are entertaining on and off camera. You're just like this whirling dervish type of person who's always up to different things. Each one of these lip prints is slightly different, but they all have the common denominator of being open at the edges. You don't always see that.
Okay.
But what that indicates is that you're going to have a funner life than anyone you know because you're open for adventure.
Aww.
These are the kind of lip prints that say, I'm ready to go on vacation and just get in that plane.
I am ready to go on vacation, darn it.
I'm ready for new things of all kinds. And that's kind of the way you live your life. There's so much, we could talk an hour on these lip prints. We're not going to do that.
I mean, I want you to. I'm just so enthralled. How did you get into this?
Oh, well, it was kind of a lucky coincidence. And I met the gal, Jilly Eddy, who wrote this book. She used to live in West Seattle. And now it's all over the world, but she researched for 20 years thousands of lip prints. I think she did like 10,000 before she figured out a system to it. And I happened to be working at a college that was looking for interesting things. They said, Deni, we not only want this on our curriculum, but we want you to take the class and monitor it for free. So voila, that's how this is my main thing I do. And I just love it. I just love it.
I imagine you're meeting just the most interesting people. And so what are you exactly looking for? Is there anything you can, tell the viewers on what particularly, the open sides, like you were saying, for the adventure.
Yes. And so I look at up to 200 different things. And then, of course, combinations of all those. So another thing I'm looking at is how close these are and the spacing of it. You're very comfortable in crowds of people, but and you don't really need, you're zipping all around, but you don't need any downtime. Like okay, the vacation is not R&R. It's like for more fun, more things to do. And this indent up here, this Cupid's bow. And by the way, when you take a lip print, it doesn't really match your lips. It's all about what's going on in your life, and your lip prints can change depending on what's happening in your life. So I digress. We were talking about this little indent here. Mm-hmm. That means that you are always prepped to look presentable. You will always make a good impression.
About that. My local grocery store might not say the same. And I don't want to leave Derek out
no,
too.
Let's not leave Derek
look
out.
at that beautiful darker lips going on.
Absolutely.
That's stunning.
And he had like a darker shade to play with.
Yes.
But anytime you see lip prints like your guys, as you know that you've got plenty of energy. We actually have a name for these kind of lip prints. We call them cheerleader prints.
Oh.
Because when I do high school graduations, 6 in the morning, who's up and with a lot of energy, but people with these dark cheerleader type prints.
Okay.
And they usually are cheerleaders, by the way. And Derek is the kind of guy, it's this triangular shape, who's always there in the supporting position. He makes a wonderful partner and a team player.
I love
so
that.
whoever is
true.
in your life for Valentine's Day, Derek, they're lucky. You've got the triangular relationship builder type of print. So just a couple of things again.
And do you
Yeah.
have some too that you brought in or
You
want
know,
to talk about
I've got
as well?
some things on the top of my head that
Yes.
we can talk about. So how did I tell, for example, that someone was renovating their house and it was a triangular shaped room?
Okay.
Because it was a lip print with a little triangle in the area that I look at for household remodeling. Or, you know, how did I tell that this woman who had a furniture company was making one-of-a-kind furniture? And she said, yes, absolutely, because that section said that she was standing out, and indeed she's local, and she makes furniture for people to fit their bodies, because some people don't fit, you know, look at the airlines and, you know, fitting in
Totally,
an
all
airline seat. But it's tailor-made to people who, and I said if she wasn't doing that, she'd be selling lingerie, because she had to like keep people's size very confidential. It was very sensitive for them to talk about their size, right? But who knows, you know, as those are just a couple of fun examples.
I love that so much. And your job, I feel like no day is the same. It's, you know, so interesting meeting people.
Absolutely.
And thank you, Deni,
Yes.
so much for being here. And
Yes.
before we go, we definitely want to talk about, obviously, your event. So just a
Yes.
reminder, Deni is holding a free lip reading event on Valentine's Day, of course, at the W Seattle. So head to our website for the link to sign up.